Go on, boss. Your story's gripping me.
Now it's gonna be a bumpy ride, but this midnight ride begins not with the British, but with the Yiddish. With Grandma and Grandpa Horwitz of Brooklyn, New York, by way of Lithuania. That's our family, captured just around the turn of the last century. My grandmother Jenny, my grandfather Saul, a very young Uncle Shemp, and a little guy named Moses, long before he ever thought of becoming a beloved father or a boneheaded stooge. My family. The year was 1895. Grover Cleveland was in the White House. Marconi was demonstrating his new wireless telegraph, and a hotshot hurler named Cy Young was mowing him down in the National League. And it was in that year that a baby was born in New York City. A baby who would one day become my Uncle Shemp, oldest of the Three Stooges. Like all babies, soon to be Stooges included, Shemp had a family. In this case, two big brothers, Irving and Jack. And his mom and dad, a pair of Eastern European immigrants named Saul and Jenny Horwitz. They were a decidedly odd couple, my grandparents. He, a former yeshiva student, was immature and introverted, while she, 3 years his senior, was driven and determined. Boy, she does look pretty tough. She ruled the roost, and I think my grandpa Saul was a little afraid of her. Now, in addition to an indomitable spirit, Jenny also had an impenetrable accent, which is why Shemp Horwitz really should have been Sam Gorovitz.
Our family name was Gorovitz, but the people in the immigration office thought I was saying Horwitz.
Jenny would throw open the window from an upper floor of their apartment and yell, "Shem, Shem, come to dinner, Shem."
I named my third son Sam, but the people in the neighborhood thought I was saying Shemp. Oh, what's the matter? Was everybody deaf? Ever since they had gotten off the boat from Lithuania in 1890, the intellectual but ineffectual Saul hadn't been able to hold on to a job. So the ever-resourceful Jenny decided to go into the real estate business. Ever-resourceful? Sure. And apparently also a little crazy. After all, she barely spoke a word of English. And yet, through hard work and an iron will, she became surprisingly successful at her unlikely profession, putting food on the table and money in the bank. While my grandpa Saul, a lovable guy, spent most of his time in the synagogue studying the Torah. Why real estate? Why not real estate? I never went to school, but I was smart enough to know that everybody needs a roof over his head, even a lowly dog. Unless I miss something, you're not a dog. And if you live like one, hey, that's your business. Who am I to throw stones? Now, you may find this hard to believe, but at first, Shemp was a shy, quiet child. He quickly became outgoing and outrageous, willing to do anything for a laugh, a natural performer. I perceived him as a kind of a whippersnapper, a guy who could get into trouble and maybe blame it on someone else. But nevertheless, he developed into a wonderful adult and a talented one, too. Once he had spoken softly, soon he would be carrying a big shtick. And this change seemed an omen of the future when the then 2-year-old Shemp moved with the family to Bath Beach, Brooklyn, a swanky seaside neighborhood that was home to dozens of the biggest stars in vaudeville. Talk about your role models. In my grandma Jenny's best Lithuanian accent, one could hear her say, "Too many actors." It was so beautiful in Bath Beach. There was only one problem.
Actors. Too many actors around. Too many actors can ruin a neighborhood. They put ideas into boys' heads, and believe me, boys have enough ideas already. Well then, you can't have everything.